Hi Rockets, and welcome to my edition of Some Good News. Over the course of the last 3 months, staff members showed off some of their unique talents and skill sets as they remained connected, engaged during this unprecedented time. We enjoyed a tour of an amazing fort built by Mr. O'Brien, Mr. Johnson, and Mr. McCarthy. We were kept informed of weather patterns by Superman himself, Mr. DeLong. Miss Ferenz showcased some sick dance moves in her TikTok videos. Picasso-esque art was displayed by Miss Hind. Mr. Hellman let us in on a little secret that he's a closet Fortniter. TK showed off his baking skills. And Jax and Miss Johnson shared some heartfelt messages from staff. And who could forget the now viral Mr. Beckman and his lyrical talents. On Thursday, May 21st, we missed Pride Day. A day that's just that, a day filled with pride. Pride in being a Rocket, pride in our community, and pride in our school. In today's Rocket Some Good News, we're going to showcase what Pride Day is all about. We'll highlight memories made in Pride Days of the past and memories to come in Pride Days of the future. Come along with me as we tour along with your teachers and what they like to do during Pride Day. We stopped in to check out a live volleyball game with the powerhouse team of Porter, Olson, and Westerhoff taking on the drastically outmanned Hellman, Thorson, and Burr. Let's see what the action looks like. Nice block, Mr. Thorson. Maybe baseball's your cup of tea. Stop by the baseball diamond where you can take a crack at home run derby with Mr. Walters and Mr. Gagan. Mr. Walters, let's see that arm you got. Quite the swing, Mr. Gagan. And not to worry, Rockets, as both Mr. DeLong and Mr. Gearhart will be monitoring the lots to ensure that all students are safe and secure while enjoying Pride Day. If you're up for a real challenge, come take on Mr. O'Brien and Mr. McCarthy in a vicious game of dodgeball. Let's see what you got, guys. Ooh, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Well played, Mr. McCarthy. Send it back. Or you could try your luck at tennis with Mr. Hackney and his overhand volley. Good one, Mr. Hackney. Or you could work with Mr. Kemp and his amazing ground stroke game on the tennis court. Now we headed out to the football field to check out the real athletes. Mr. Beckman was a 4-time All-American yard athlete in middle school. And Mr. Bird majored in bags in college. Let's see what you got, Mr. Beckman. Great form. Mr. Bird, let's see your throw. Throw it. Let's see your throw, Mr. Bird. Great athlete. Or come check out our lovely disc golf course with TK. Be careful of the water hazard. Let's see what you got, TK. It's probably his best approach all season. You're a baller. If that's the case, stop in the arena and shoot some hoops with Mr. Cole. Maybe you like a little slower pace and want to hang out inside with Miss Studier and enjoy some coloring. What do you got going on there, Miss Studier? Is that Hello Kitty? Perhaps you're up for a battle of wits. I dare you to take on Miss McGinnis and Euchre. Be careful, I hear she knows how to stack the deck. Isn't that right, Miss McGinnis? Maybe you need a little pampering. Stop by and hang out with Miss Staple and get a little mani-pedi treatment. Thanks, Miss Staple. I love hot pink. Need a little pick-me-up? Stop and see Miss Burkett and her crew at Rocket Enterprises. She'll be serving popcorn all day. You might even be able to get some cotton candy or some slushies. Thanks, Miss Burkett. Let's stop in for some live karaoke with Miss Schloth. Hit it, Miss Schloth. Beautiful, Miss Schloth, thanks. And we have this group of fine teachers, Miss Hind, Mr. Cleveland, Miss Johnson, Mr. Addig, and Miss Lee. Well, no one's quite sure what they do on Pride Day, but they're always driving around in that cart. Look good, guys. I hope you enjoyed that tour of Pride Day as much as I did. Some other good news that I have for you is you. Students, over the course of the last 3 months, you've inspired me. You've humbled me. Your resilience, your grit, as we navigated times that no one else has ever experienced before. You continued to stay connected with your teachers, with your friends, and with your families. Some of you picked up jobs and continued to work. Some of you stayed home, worried about what the future would bring, and continued to work and continued to stay engaged. Teachers, the dedication and the commitment that you've shown to your students is second to no one. Constantly reaching out to our students, constantly finding ways to meet them where they are, to help them learn, to help them remain engaged, has moved me beyond words. As a collective whole, our compassion, empathy, and love for one another has been some good news. I hope to see you in whatever the capacity is next fall and in the future. And as always, go Rockets.